Hey y'all, it's Mikey. Welcome to the farm. I got my crazy hair going on today, y'all. I am trying to embrace the gray. They say grow old gracefully, right? I don't know. We will see. So anyway, those of you that know what this type of lifestyle entails and all the hard work that goes in it, you know, it ain't always about being pretty around here for sure. But I have been thinking a little bit on our introduction when we do our videos to you all. A little background history for some of you that do not know. This place that we're in, our farm, we were blessed to obtain it. This was my husband's grandparents' old home place. So from time to time, you may hear us refer to Nana and Poppy. And that's who Nana and Poppy are. This was their place. They started it, established it, and we have been blessed with it. And we want to carry on their legacy while we are here. And hopefully be able to pass this on to our kids one day to continue on their legacy. So, a little bit about Nana. You know, she was by far the rock of this family. And, you know, I'm sure in your family, there's one person that you would consider the rock of your family that holds your family together and bounds those ties. So, for us here in our family, Nana was that person. And she is passed on now, of course, but every time we would come and see her and walk through the door and we would say, "Hey, Nana, how are you?" And her response was always, "I'm better now that you're here." So, y'all, sometimes I get a little bit emotional, so y'all just gonna have to excuse me on this. Because we miss Nana very, very much. And we miss Poppy too. But Nana was just an amazing woman. And I want to honor her and carry on her spirit here. So from now on, I am going to try very hard in my introduction to always say, we are better now that y'all are here. Because Nana kept this place open to anyone that wanted to come down and fish or hunt, just gather together. This was the gathering place. And, you know, she and Poppy established that for people to come down and enjoy what they started down here. And we want to continue doing the same thing and making you feel welcome on our farm every time you are with us. So welcome to our farm. We are so much better now that you are here. So anyway, with that said, we've got a lot of work to do around here today, y'all. Hubby is going to be doing some work in our new garden area that we started stripping the grass up off of, and try to get some stuff started planting in there. I, in the process, will be going around and feeding our livestock and tending to them. And if you haven't noticed by now, me and him make a really, really good team. And it takes teamwork, definitely, to run this place. And I always appreciate his help and look forward to when he is here to help me and catch up on things. So y'all come along with us. We got a lot to do today. I just want to take a second and give y'all a quick peek. These are some of our baby chicks. And right now we're keeping them inside so no predators can get to them. But we have 2 Americanas in there, 2 Sapphire Gems, 2 Green Leggers, and 2 turkey chicks in there. So anyway, just wanted to show y'all those. and give y'all a quick peek. And show you our Backwoods Ingenuity down here. Got the heat lamp hooked to the wood stove, and something over the top to keep them from getting out or anything getting into them, y'all. So yeah, a little bit of Backwoods Ingenuity there. Works out. Look at this. Got it hooked to the stove. Hey, it works. And sometimes that's the best way to go. And these are chicks that we hatched out here in an incubator, and they're separated right now because they are actually getting big enough that we can move them outdoors with the other smaller chickens for right now. So just wanted to give y'all a peek on those. Okay, y'all, I'm just going to take just a minute and brag on hubby. And y'all, I call him hubby. His name is William. He goes by Bill. His grandfather nicknamed him Bug. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to brag on him just a little bit. So when we moved in here, we did not have a mantle. And, you know, I absolutely love Christmas time. And wanted a mantle so I can hang my garland and stuff like that on it. And y'all, hubby built this. Those are cedar trees that we had here on the property, and a piece of wood that he actually cut down and sanded down, y'all, to make a mantle out of. But how amazing. And he always says that he wants to just take the piece of wood for our mantelpiece and just attach it to the wall and get rid of the 2 cedar posts. And my answer to that is no, because I just absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. So anyway, like I was saying, this is Nana and Poppy's old place, and I still refer to this place as Nana and Poppy's place. So on our mantle and throughout our house, y'all, we have put several of the items that they had here when we moved in. And so there are a couple of Poppy's old tobacco boxes and one of his old cigars. And Nana and Poppy were also rock hounds. They went all over the country and to mines and things and dug up crystals and rocks and all sorts of stuff, and would bring them back here. And y'all, Nana was so talented. She would take rocks and things and polish them up and make jewelry out of them and sell them. And some of their crystals and rocks, y'all, are actually, they donated them to one of the museums here in South Carolina. So I just think that's very interesting. So yeah, so a couple of things that we just place out on our mantle. And right here, I know this is crazy, but when we would take the kids camping, they would pick up fall leaves. They've lost their color now, but I just took those and stuck them in the frame. And we have a woodpecker feather that I found on the property here. We're starting to get a lot of woodpeckers back around, and that's so nice to see them coming back around. So anyway, got us a nice wood stove if we ever lose power that we can utilize to cook on or heat the house. And right here, y'all, is Poppy's old sitting stool. And we've got it still sitting here right by the fireplace, because in the cold winter months, you would always find Poppy sitting in front of the fireplace on his little sitting stool. So anyway, just trying to keep their spirit and legacy alive around here. This is my little feed area right now. It's in an area in our den in the house. It's out of the way and doesn't bother us being where it's at. It's not necessarily an eyesore the way it's set up. and the way we have it stored. So until we get the feed room established in the barn, this is what works for us now. So I just want to take a few minutes and show you this. This area right here, we got 2 windows right here. A lot of sun comes through. And this is where we do our starter seeds for some of our stuff. And as you can see, we put them in trays and keep the water in the bottom of the trays, y'all. That helps the roots to grow downward. So anyway, we've got some pumpkin and bell peppers and watermelon. And I know that squash, y'all, you usually plant it straight in the ground, but I was just kind of doing a little experiment and went ahead and put some seeds in, and those are coming up pretty good. Hubby's gonna come in here and get these out. We've already taken a lot of our stuff out and gotten it in some of our garden areas already. And right here, this was just a little test too. These were some seeds that we had, and from some apples and peaches that we had bought at the store, and lemons, and just wanted to see if we could get them to come up. The lemons seem to be doing really good. We're not sure about the apples or the peaches. You know, those might be one of those types of seeds that are GMO and do not reproduce from the seed. So we'll just wait and see on that. This container here, y'all, hubby's got a piece of plastic over it, saran wrap, excuse me. And in there, he is trying to root some more muscadine vines. I am not sure how they're gonna do. He may end up having to get his mom to help him with that, because y'all, she is the green thumb of the family. And as my husband says, she could root a rock and get it to grow. That is how green her thumb is. So anyway, that's our little table with our growing area on it. And down below, y'all, look at this. We save 2-liter bottles. Reason being, y'all can see, that's what we use to start a lot of our seeds in. And hubby just takes those, cuts them off, drills holes in the bottom of them to let the water drain if necessary. And we also utilize these 2-liter bottles that we save and have people give to us to put water in, to store water. So, and hey, I just wanted to put a thought out there for y'all. A lot of y'all do canning, and I heard somewhere that the empty cans that you are not, the empty jars that you're not utilizing for canning at the time, you can use those empty jars to store water in. So just a little tip for y'all out there, if you are into canning and have a whole bunch of jars that are taking up some space, utilize those empty jars to store your water in. And right here, we've got some extra feed, got some extra dog food, chicken feed from Wagner Milling Company, y'all. We like to keep several bags, extra bags of that on hand, since they are a little bit farther drive out for us. So we always like to try to keep some extra feed and things on hand for all of these babies around here. Cause y'all, we got a lot of eating going on around here now between us and all these babies. We eat a lot around here. I don't know who eats more, the livestock or us. But anyway, we got some dog treats. I've got 2 containers with alfalfa, my chicken feed, and y'all, we even utilize our coffee containers. And store used eggs in there. We crush those up, crush the eggshells up, and give those back to the chicken to help harden their shells when they're laying their eggs. So just wanted to show y'all my little area down here. I got all my feed buckets here, and you know, you can't have enough buckets on a farm, y'all. We use a lot of ours out in the pasture areas as well for other feed buckets, water buckets. So if you have the extra money to purchase some extra buckets for your farm, definitely advise so. You can see we use all kinds of things for our feed buckets. We just utilize what we can around here, y'all. We gotta go get some more feed at some point. Starting to get a little bit light here. We definitely go through some feed for sure. Alright, so these are the cow buckets that I'm getting together. Right now I'm putting some sweet feed in there. Next step is to give them a mixture of the grain corn feed that we get from Wagner Milling Company. And like I've said, I really love the feed we get from there, and just want to make it clear, I do not get anything at all in for referring them to y'all. That is my personal preference as far as my satisfaction with them, and why I recommend them to y'all. And right now I'm getting together just some chicken scratch to put out for the chickens, and I'll also get them some feed as well. So anyway, I'm gonna finish getting these buckets together for these babies, and we'll go get them fed.
Welcome to the channel, and I just wanted to show y'all a little bit about what we was doing out here. Y'all remember the garden that we made recently? That's right up here below our other garden. Well, I finally got all the roots and rocks and everything else out of it, and I wanted to show y'all. What I'm going to do is till it up. I plowed it up real good with the tractor, but that leaves big huge chunks of sand and rock, clay, stuff like that. So I'm going to go over it with the tiller and soften it up and make it a little bit more powdery, or just more garden friendly. So I'm going to show y'all a little bit about that, and then I'll show y'all, I think we're going to plant some black-eyed peas and some Blue Lake string beans, and I'm not certain what else we got put in the pack, but I'll show y'all before I plant it. And just wanted y'all to see what I was doing and how the garden looks before and what it's going to look like after I till it up. That I'll say y'all can hear me. Not certain if y'all could see it or not, but you can see the big difference in how this is more powdery and how over here it's more just big clumps of sand and stuff. And I'll probably go over this again and get it into an even finer mixture. And I've already been up here to the upper garden and have the water sprinkler going. And you see the water sprinkler here in the background going. I got all my seeds coming in, and we still got the cabbage and collards and purple cauliflower and some broccoli. And got a lot of garlic growing in a row over there. So I'm gonna get this good and watered today. So hopefully the seeds will come up good and start sprouting soon. And we got a good fig tree here. Had to put a fence around it to keep the deer out of it, because every year the deer was eating it down to the ground. So let me get this tilled on up, and I'll show y'all what we're planting and go from there.
All right, everybody is ready and waiting. And I mean everybody. Look at all that. Hey, Brownie. Hey, Butter. Miss Honoree herself. Hey, Nancy. Good morning. Hey, Toots. Look at these sweet babies. This one's done figured out how to get through the fence. So, let's get these babies fed. Come on, buddy. Let's go get them fed. Yeah. You ready to get your livestock fed, bud? What are you doing, little one? What are you doing on this side of the fence? You're supposed to be on the other side. Let me get your feed. Let me get your feed. And this is going to be the fun part, trying to get them all separated, the cows from the goats. Wish me luck. All right. We can get this done. Come on, Butter. Come on, baby. Come on. I got one more stuck on the other side of the fence. What did I do with those feet? Hush, hush, hush. Go, go, go. You're going the wrong way. Come on. You want your treat? You want your treat? Oh, is it so good you can just taste it now? Yeah, I like picking with these guys. Goodness. Hey, Bear Bear. Come on, Rocky. Good boy. Hey, Tucker. Come on, baby. Good boy. They look forward to that every day.
All right, we got that tilled up, and I went over it 2 passes and got it as soft as I could get it. I don't know if y'all can see any difference in it and the difference in the soil, but it's a lot more powdery. Still some roots and stuff out there, but they're all broke off, so I'm just gonna leave them. I done got like 2 trailer loads of roots and rocks and stuff out of it. So I'm just gonna leave the other little pieces and let them rot and become good soil, rot back into the soil. So my wife was picking on me the other day when I did the upper garden, and was talking about my rows, how close they were together, and some of them were a little bit crooked. Well, I look at it this way: you can't eat rows, you eat the food that comes off of them. So I guess I'm doing it like back in the old days, and you had to hand plant everything. We do have a walk behind seed spreader, or a row planter. It's one of them little walk behinds, and but the belt's broke on it, and I keep forgetting to take it and try to get a belt for it. So we're gonna do it the old-fashioned way, and I take a hoe and I'll flip y'all around here and show y'all what I'm doing. So what I do, I just pick where my first row's gonna go, and I just take the hoe and I drive the hoe. They used to kind of do it when they had horses. They had the little thing, the old turn plow, and that kind of made some straight rows. But this right here, it does pretty good. It's isn't that big of a garden, and so I figure that's gonna be straight enough for a row of peas. And like I said, you can't eat the rows, you can only eat the crops that come up. So I guess they'll grow crooked, and I figure they'll taste just as good. So I'm gonna do a couple of rows like that and go ahead and then show y'all planting the seeds and stuff and then covering it back up. What I'll do here is, you see my little row that I made, you can hardly probably see it. I just drop a seed every certain distance, about a foot apart, guesstimating. So we'll do that, and we'll see what comes up.
Babies. I always like to throw them some scratch through first so I can get in there and actually get their feed to them. Four eggs from this chicken coop. This one is the fun part. Come on, babies. They push their food bowls all the way back. And make a mess of their water, y'all. Every day it has to be cleaned out. Like I said in my previous video, we're up to our ankles around here, and cow poo and goat poo and chicken poo. And you know, us farmers and homesteaders, we don't mind it one bit. We just go around and clean it up. I particularly like to keep this area right here in front of the gate most definitely cleaned and picked up. We come through with the tractor, the four-wheeler, and of course us walking back and forth through here, the animals walking back and forth through here. So I like to leave this somewhat cleaned up. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna show you a little bit more of hubby's Backwoods Ingenuity here. And I'm sure a lot of you that do farm, homestead, or whatever probably already utilize a system such as this. If you have a pond area and water source like this that you can utilize. So he has put a pump here and set up some piping into the pond, and it is hooked up to our power source by an extension cord. So y'all probably already saw that running through. And I'm just going to show y'all so you'll know. This is a 1 horsepower sprinkler booster pump. So we utilize this to water our pasture areas and our garden. And you know, a lot of y'all probably laugh at me walking around and cleaning up poo out of the pasture area from the cows. And of course we utilize the chicken manure also. And but we utilize both cow manure and chicken poo around here to put out in our gardens and our flower beds. So anyway, it helps to provide the nutrients for the soil and everything, and adds all that kind of stuff back to the soil. And anyway, so with all that being said, I guess you can say we utilize fish poo too. So anyway, this water, y'all, whenever we water the garden with it, it does wonders. It puts so much nutrients back into the soil and helps our garden a whole lot. So if you do have a water system like this, you know, and you're not utilizing any type of pump system or your water source, here comes Brownie. You know, this is a good way to do it. So you can utilize that water. Even Brownie says he utilizes the water. Yeah. So everything around here we try to find a use for.
All right, we got that planted. I've got 3 different types of sunflower seeds, a giant sunflower seed, and then like a black oil sunflower seed. Got some red sunflower seeds and some hybrid sunflower seeds. Can't pronounce that first word on there. So we'll see what comes up. Got the sprinkler moved in the upper garden, got it moved down to the other half, and then I'll bring it down here. We still have almost about half of this garden still left after we planted 3 rows of the Blue Lake string beans and 1 row of the black-eyed peas, or can't remember, might have been 2 rows, and 2 rows of the butter beans, and then got 5 rows of sunflowers down there at the very end of that down there. So we'll come in here and we still got all this spot here, and we'll figure out what we're going to use it for. It's shaping up pretty good, because once we get these collards and cabbages pulled up, then we'll start planting tomatoes and cucumbers and bell peppers, and we got the squash planted and zucchini planted. So that garden's pretty stuffed full until we pull those couple of things up, and then we can use that space and keep adding as we can add and get as much as we can get out of it. This garden, like my wife was suggesting, I probably should have brought some compost in and put some compost in it, but the soil looks really good. And I definitely will this winter be piling dead leaves in it, compost and everything else, and getting tilled up for next year. But this year, call it lazy or whatever, after pulling the roots and stuff like that, I just didn't really think about it. And so I might go out and spread some like 10-10-10 or something like that on it. But I think it's going to do pretty good, because I see the string beans and butter beans and stuff like that growing in other fields, just this old plain old white sand. So this soil's a heck of a lot better than that. So we'll see what it does this year. If it don't do anything, my bad. Hopefully it does, and we get some nice vegetables and fruits and stuff. So we'll have to see. We'll just wait and see.
All right, ladies, come on. I need a new bucket, y'all. This one's cracking. Roosted area is clean. Wow. Y'all, sorry for the sun. It is shining straight this way. 6 eggs. 6 eggs so far out of this coop. They're ready to come out. Y'all's turn today. Come on, babies.
I'm taking a break from the garden. I'm about tired of pulling weeds, y'all. And it started out a pretty day, but looks like we're gonna get some rain here soon. We need it. Everything's pretty dry, and I'm getting tired of having to run the water sprinkler. So I figured I'd get the pigs some food and come over here and help her feed them and get everything taken care of before it gets too late. And they're always hungry. You can hear them. And I got them some feed in here. Some, look down in there, some orange peel and grapes and a bunch of eggs. We give them all the eggs that we don't need, and the ones that go out of date that we don't use up, we give them those. It's good protein for them. And they seem to like it really good. You see them over here. They waiting on their supper. They happy now.
Shep decided he wanted to make a trip to Tractor Supply. He's shopping. He's got a buggy full. More chickens.